Hi friends, welcome to today's video. So I decided to do something a bit different because the last videos have been like quite technical stuff. So I just actually wanted to give you guys, or actually my followers on Instagram, the opportunity to ask me questions I was going to answer. So yeah, if you haven't been to my Instagram account, what are you doing? Please give me a follow. Subscribe to me here as well. Please like this video. Please give me all the support. As you guys know, I'm actually just starting out, and so I have 120 something followers on Instagram currently, and I know that's quite a small following, but I'm so proud of it, and I'm so proud of the way it's grown over the last 3 weeks. So I was like, you know what, let me ask what my followers want to see. At the end of the day, I'm making this content for you guys, and I want to make sure that it is what you guys want to see. And also, I've been doing quite technical things, so just something maybe a little bit more relaxed. But anyways, the tone of the questions that I was getting, this video might get a little bit technical, but I'm gonna try and make it just as relaxed as possible, because that's sort of the vibe I'm feeling, because I'm actually quite tired. So yeah, with no further ado, let's start. The first question was, how do you find a balance between uni work, going to the gym, and working? So yes, actually, I answered a similar question in one of my uni vlogs. But basically, I actually found that the more I do, the more productive I am. And there is a tipping point, and I have experienced that tipping point where I am doing too much, so I become unproductive with everything. So for me, I can't stay in the library from 9 a.m. till 10 p.m. It just can't happen. I've learned to myself, and I know that I can only do about 6 or 7 hours a day of productive study, and that's with like an hour break in the middle as well. So I don't kid myself, and I understand that about myself. So a lot of the times I'll go to the gym in the evening if I'm not working. I don't go to the gym every day. Honestly, like, you don't need to go to the gym more than 3 or 4 times a week. Yes, there are people who go every day, and yes, they might see developments quicker, but to see changes, you just need to push really hard in every workout. So every workout I do is about 2 hours, which is actually quite a long time to work out, but I make sure that I really push myself, and I do a combination of training in those hours as well, and I actually see the changes that I want to see. In addition to working, I have the times that I work, and there's certain periods that I set aside to do work related stuff. So I just kind of make sure that I have my calendar. So I actually use Google Calendar, so I put everything, and everything I'm doing has like a different calendar. So all the jobs that I have, they have different calendars. My workout, my uni stuff, they have different calendars, and basically me having a visual representation of what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna do it really helps me sort of achieve the goals that I'm after. So yeah, I would say just understand yourself, because understanding yourself is the first stage. Know when you're productive with one thing and not productive with others, and test yourself. Go to the gym at different times, study at different times, if possible, work at different times, and see what works for you. And yeah, the most important thing actually with this whole thing is getting enough sleep. Like, I cannot explain to you the importance of sleep. So I've been reading this book actually for quite a long time, Why We Sleep, and it's given me so much insight as to the importance of sleep. So I don't actually joke with my sleep. I need to get my 8 hours, and yes, there are some times where I cannot get that, either because I've been silly the night before and not slept on time, or because deadlines and things like that. But generally, I try my very best to get all the sleep I need. So the next question is, how do I get my gut functioning healthy again after a few weeks of disregard? So before I get into answering this question, like, your gut health is extremely important. It links to things like your mood, your mental health, your resistance to diseases, your immunity. Like, having good gut health is important for your general health and well-being. in regards to your few days of disregard or weeks of disregard, I'm guessing that that's the festive period. And honestly, it is completely okay to eat whatever you want to eat during the festive period, because that's not your lifestyle. That's not how you're living all the time. So if this is you and you have, sort of disregarded your body or your gut for this amount of time, there are a few things you can do to help sort of improve that. Firstly, stress is not good for your gut at all. So try and just be relaxed as possible. You try doing things like yoga, anything that really relaxes you. Try and incorporate that as part of your lifestyle and your routine, just to reduce those stress levels, which will therefore improve your gut health. Additionally, sleep is essential for your gut health. And as I said, sleep is essential for everything. Like, I'm learning so much about sleep, and quite honestly, yeah, get your sleep in. Also, try and chew your food more slowly. And I get it, I rush my meals a lot of the time because I'm just trying to get from one place to another. But really just take time to chew your food. And the reason why this is important is because better chewed food helps for better digestion and better gut health overall. Try having prebiotics or probiotics, as they improve your gut health. Prebiotics have substances in them which help the growth of healthy bacteria in your gut. Probiotics are actually good live bacteria, so the combination of both of that can actually really, really help your gut health. The next question is, how do I help improve my form? First thing to note is that your moves are not going to be exactly the same for every single person, because we all have different biology. So two people can be performing the exact same move both correctly but look slightly different. So first things first is not to 100% base your movement based on what you see other people do. What I always try and do is start by watching the appropriate form in a few videos on YouTube, and it's great for this because literally 1-minute videos where they go through the form. It's also important to try and actually get the words that is used to describe this movement, because that might really help you train yourself on how to do it. So websites like bodybuilding.com are great for sort of explaining how to perform exercises with words. Now, when performing the exercise, start with no or minimal weight. If you perform the exercise without actually perfecting your form using a heavy weight, this might lead to injury. Make sure that when you perform the exercise, you are feeling tension in the places that the exercise are targeting. So if you start to feel things like lower back pain, which is actually quite a common thing, then stop and, watch your form, look in the mirror, see what you're doing. Another great idea is to get a spotter or someone who's experienced in the gym. Even it might even be a good idea investing in a personal trainer for a few sessions, so that you can go through most of the basic movements in the gym and make sure that you have those down to a T. The next question is, what would you recommend for an after gym snack to help target DOMs? So if you guys don't know, DOMs are delayed onset muscle soreness. Yes, that's right. It's delayed onset muscle soreness. And I actually face this quite a lot. I personally never get any sort of pain immediately after the gym. But the next morning when I wake up, I'm especially when I work my glutes. My glutes I can have DOMs for 3 or 4 days, when I'm training my glutes. There's a lot of things you can do to help with DOMs, but so that this video doesn't last forever, because I could do a video just on DOMs, I'm going to answer the question specifically and tell you the things you can eat post-workout to help with DOMs. Now, before I go into this, I also think it's important to understand why you get DOMs. So the reason it happens is because when you stress your muscles or you push them back past their limits, their fibers tear. I talk about this a lot in my last video on how to gain lean muscle, but the fibers tear, and basically what is happening is that when you get DOM, they tear and they're also inflamed. So the soreness you get is cause of those tears causing the inflammation. Okay. So in order to help this, you need to improve your recovery. And basically what your recovery is your muscle fibers kind of mending themselves back together after you stress them. And it's also important that while they're trying to mend themselves, you don't work the muscles, because you're going to be counterproductive towards your goals. This is why you shouldn't train the same muscle every day. The first snack you can have is snack on some water. The reason why I say this is because basically when your body is undergoing all this stress, you are actually using a lot of oxygen from your blood to help your body sort of function in this way and undergo the stress. So now that the oxygen reserves are being used up, you need to replenish them in order for your muscles to be able to heal quickly and effectively after your workout. So make sure that you stay hydrated all the time. Dehydration can honestly make DOMs really difficult. Not difficult. Can make DOMs hard to get over. So research shows that having berries is a great way to help with DOMs. Blueberries, raspberries, those are the main ones. Turmeric has great anti-inflammatory properties, so you can chuck that in your food as well to help you feel better, or chuck that in your snack. Sorry, these are not really like snacks. I guess the berries are snacks, but turmeric isn't really a snack, but I guess you can add it to your snacks. Eggs are fantastic with helping to repair your body tissue, so try and have some eggs. In fact, you can make some protein pancakes as well, because whey protein is very good as well for helping you sort of make your muscles recover quicker. Additionally, probiotics or fermented foods are also really good at reducing the inflammation. Greek yogurt is a really good source of probiotics as well. The next question I got was, what is life at Dundee, please? So I'm guessing this is like, what is life like at Dundee? Even though this is not really health and fitness related, I kind of think it is in a way, and I think like part of being on here is to sort of share what makes my lifestyle easier and what might make it difficult. And actually, I want to say that in terms of my health and fitness, like Dundee is like an amazing place to live, because it's quite a studenty city and it's quite compact. So for example, I live 5 minutes from my gym, I live 5 minutes from a Tesco, 5 minutes from a Lidl. If I really need to do a big grocery shop, I live 10 minutes from a Tesco as well. So it means that I'm kind of always moving too, because even though it's smaller, it just means that everything is within walking distance as well. So I never really get a temptation to take a bus for like a 10 or a 15-minute walk, or even a 20-minute walk, and that's the duration for most of my walks. So that just helps me stay active, which is really important for general overall health and well-being. I really love the city as a student. I can't lie. This is my third year there, and I'm actually still having a really great time, and it's just a nice vibe. In general, Scotland is just like a really nice vibe, and I like the vibe, and it's chill, it's relaxed, but I still get stuff done, so I'm quite happy about that. The last question that I got was relating to stretching, especially for like distance or endurance runners, and I actually thought it was quite a good question. And stretching in general for everyone who's training, whatever you are training, is so crucial. But I thought that instead of sort of doing a video and I was talking about it, it would be better to visualize or show this visually. So in the next week, I will be doing a stretching video. So if you ask that question, just make sure that you are following my Instagram page, and in the next week you will see a video on stretches that you can do to help you with this, and there'll be more information like under my post, because under all my posts, I almost always use all the word count that Instagram sort of prescribes, because I think it's important for people to understand why they're doing certain things, not just do certain things, because that's how you gain your own sort of independence in your own journey, I think. I hope this has been useful. I don't know how long this video will be, but I've actually been shooting it for quite a long time. So I hope it was useful. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure that you like this video, please, because I really, really appreciate it. Thank you.